2007 Dodge Caliber. This for this 2007 Dodge Caliber. Basically, what happened.
Sorry. Uh, it's okay. I'm just gonna do a yeah. Grade. Yeah. You can. Oh, you want to go and work? No, no, no. It's okay.
Hard to get on, hard to open. So, the whole reason why we were trying to drain the radiator in the first place, there it is right there, is that this car was overheating, and it turned out that one of the thermostats was like the engine block was overheating, but the actual radiator was cold. There wasn't anything going. There was no coolant going to the radiator. Basically, ended up replacing both thermostats that were in the thermostat housing, which is kind of difficult to take off and replace the thermostats. It had two thermostats. I had no idea which one whether but when we did the actual replacing of the water, because we didn't think it was going to work a second time, right. Bottom mud bearing, I don't know what you want to call it, off of the bottom of the vehicle, which is just like a plastic flat, but it was preventing me from getting drain pins, which you can see right here, which were holding part of it was on with actual bolts in the middle, and then on the sides it was connected with these little pins. I think I broke one of them, but then I was able to figure out how to get open them, close, open them and close them. It's got a little slot right here. You can see how you can pop it open, and that's how you get it on and off. And pull it out with your hand, or I'm about to use some pliers. Yeah, so I had to partially. It's unzipped on this side. When torque fit screws that were holding it on the radiator, where these that's where those little plastic things were. Um, but I had to unscrew all this just to get access to this little drain cock, and not enough on there really tight. And I ended up having to use um, needle nose pliers to eventually turn it and open it.
Oh, can you try to hold it?
But there it's bringing out, let me read the scriptures, Acts 4,
It wasn't recording when we opened it.
uh, Jesus. So, this is not draining that radiator cap here, so that's what I'm doing. Um, anyway, so This thing was basically the guy was basically basically ended up finding out that the even though I'm draining the radiator and I'm about to drain out this coolant reservoir, half the coolant is stuck behind the thermostat in the engine block and the radiator core. And so basically, but
This one, I think
and
we're
what's
gonna have to
happening is
pump it out.
we're going to basically be drain half of the coolant out, and then what we'll end up doing is we're going to replace, fill the radiator and coolant reservoir back up with 50-50 coolant. But later on, I found out that that was not actually the correct way to do it. If you can't get all the radiator fluid out, you're supposed to fill it up with undiluted radiator fluid, so that then you'll once again have a 50-50 mix. So what we might end up doing is end up doing this a second time and then filling using some undiluted to make sure that when winter comes, this is in North Carolina, so it doesn't get that cold, but it does get below freezing, and it could potentially, if that water, or if there's not enough coolant, if there's not enough antifreeze, could crack the block.
Right down there.
Or if my fence drives up to north or something.
Oh, it all drained out.
But so
Hold
anyway,
on.
now if you go to a hair shop, I think they have a machine. I've never had pull the coolant out and raise the temperature of it so that it opens those thermostats and it's able to
Yeah, today about. Okay, now it's ready.
uh, Revelation 13:16, and he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Um, so it's basically almost done draining out there. As you
Celebrity?
see, that's finished.
I know.
Revelation for the number. So basically, ended up closing the drain cock. Ended up
Still dripping.
re putting this reattaching that bumper to the frame of the front of the car there, and actually you can't see it in this video, but the actual piece that went underneath, I was able to attach that also. Revelation 13:18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of a man. His number is 600, basically ended up, get that back on, had everything zipped up, filled the coolant reservoir up, and the
The
radiator
taxes.
up. Ezra 2:13.
Yeah,
So
the
filled
for
them,
your taxes. Actually, can you
and
try and film that
it
that this thing?
back and up to speed. Everything's good to go. No matter how far you are away from God, no matter what you've done wrong, you can call on Him, and He'll hear you and forgive you. It's the perfect way of moving. Thanks. Take care. Have a blessed.